today, so that we can discuss any difficulties you may be experiencing, but also share with you the new direction the fight needs to take. Attract the lessons of everything you've experienced over the years. I've always said, when you're on a motorcycle or in a vehicle that's easy to ride, you forget and drive, and when you're driving, you're constantly being ambushed. Often you have to walk because the enemy himself rarely comes by motorcycle, so he either pushes it, or drops it off somewhere and walks away. We need to do the same. Organized within your various bases? There to never be surprised, because there's one question that's still unanswered, and that's how do you get surprise? We have to make an effort. I disagree. Do you agree with me? The reason we got caught is because we let our guard down, because we say to ourselves that well, there we've worked, it's more or less fine, we're more focused. But I urge you never to lose focus.
Greetings, families. Welcome back. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. This video, once again, is about Burkina Faso. Our president, as you heard, the way he has advised the military and even civilians to be very, very careful. I reacted on this video before, but I'm going to share something with you, and I want us to refresh our mind of what he said before. I'm sure the people are working together, especially after what happened recently. It is fresh in people's mind, so they are working with the military to get rid of these terrorists once and for all. We should not forget they are always working, and the mainstream media will not show us what is going on, except when it's the other side round. You'll be seeing them talking about it. Oh, they have done this to Burkina Faso, Mali, Niger. The terrorists has taken over this place. They have done this. But when it's victory for the AES, they will never, ever talk about it. I'm here to share some videos that I've seen during the weekend. What is going on? The fight still continue, and they are fighting hard. They are not resting. Like he said, they should not rest. He's encouraging them to do the right thing. Please watch this video. It might be a bit disturbing, I must warn you, but I try my hardest to move those ones that will keep you awake at night from it. So please, it's just for us to know what is going on in the Sahel, not only Burkina Faso, like I always say. Please watch and listen to this video. I'll be back.
Several operations carried out between September 1st and 4 led to the arrest of armed bandits, the recovery of equipment and the provision of assistance to the population. At the beginning of the 7 weeks, patrols enabled our units to arrest 3 accomplices of armed terrorist groups in the Abala perimeter as part of Operation Nia. Efforts continue to counter terrorist activities. Recently, a detachment of Operation Kalkani on a proximity patrol near the village of Burundiga intercepted a tricycle carrying food and other essentials for terrorists. Last week, as part of Operation Frado Busha, the town of Maradi, in the center of the country, was severely affected by heavy rains which caused devastating flooding. These storms caused major human and material losses, plunging many families into distress. In response to this emergency situation, the National Fire Department was quickly mobilized to provide help and assistance. In addition to the victims, 2 ambulances and several trucks loaded with living supplies and equipment were dispatched from Niamey to reinforce relief efforts on the ground and help our compatriots affected by this disaster. At the same time, an alarming security situation is developing on our southern border. Fortunately, we have a defense and security force. Continue to stand up to these threats, as evidenced by recent arrests. More than 60 of his companions were killed, and several other armed bandits were neutralized in the Agadez region. In the case of Operation Ganka, on Monday, September 2nd, a section of the 1st Tobacco 4 Baptism March carried out a cordon and search operation in a neighborhood suspected of harboring armed bandits. The mission resulted in the arrest of some 20 thugs, including several of foreign nationality, and the seizure of multiple edged weapons on the national level, the Central Service for Combating Terrorism and Transnational Organized Crime. These efforts to dismantle criminal networks. At the end of last week, 245 individuals affiliated to armed terrorist groups were being held on the premises of this service. In the same vein, The Office Central de Répression du Trafic Illicite des Stupéfiants has also achieved notable success. In a recent operation, El Octis and its regional branches seized over 559 kilograms of drugs. 108,381 winter tablets. 9 drug dealers were arrested.
Thank you, families, for listening. Our condolences to those who lost their lives in this natural disaster that happened. As you hear, the terrorists took advantage of what is going on since the military in the area has taken their attention to help the victims of this fraud and what was going on to save them. They are also plotting to do what they do best. And thank God there are other people working on them as well. That's why they managed to arrest these people. It is sad when I see videos like this because they are too young. They have a whole life in front of them. They have been brainwashed to be doing this. Look at how they are sitting there. The clothes they are wearing, they don't even have proper clothes, sandals. They don't even dress well. I don't know what they promised them. It is sad. Can you imagine your boy being in a situation like this? And I'm hoping that words will spread. They should campaign. This government should campaign and call them, because some of them they are also victims as well. I can't imagine they should go home for their parents to cook for them. It's sad. These big corporations are somewhere using our own children, our own future children to destroy us, which is sad. And I hope there will be other youths that will organize themselves, going around, teaching them, calling them, talking to them, that they are also victims, so they should not destroy their country. They should not destroy their brothers and sisters. What happened during the weekend? Some of my families were asking, they don't see the video. I don't want to share it. It's sad because it was 2 years old, 3 years old in Mali during the weekend that somebody on motorbike planted a bomb and deleted these people. Only few survived and they are severely hurt and they are in a hospital as well. Just this weekend it happened. And it is our own people doing this because they have been brainwashed to do it. I don't know how much they promised them, but looking at them, they are even hungry. They are even hungry and they need to go home. I just wish somebody will form an organization and talk to them. Talk to them. Who knows? Few will change. Few will lay down their arms and come home. They should get a place for them, a house, a big place to keep them, to remove all those dirty darkness from their brain, because sometimes they see their parents, they do a nasty things to them, and then they tell them, you know, it's because of this, so join us, we'll protect you. I don't like seeing them like this. I don't like it. They are dangerous, but I still think most of them are victims. They don't know what they are doing. They just gave them these drugs. And we know what happened in Congo. The same thing happening in the Sahel. There might be different tactics, but it's almost the same thing. Look at all these drugs. Congratulations to the security officers for interceding. Look, these drugs is billions, I mean, safer or millions of dollars that they have seized. Thank God. Anyway, my families, I will leave you here. I just want to share this with you for us to know that they are working, the army is working hard. They are working hard to get their country back, and by the grace of God, they will do. The enemy is a liar, but I still wish somebody can form something that they can help these young ones, that we can all help these young ones change their mind that there is life. This is not life at all. I'm talking, and my emotions is going everywhere. God bless you all, my new families, my old returning families, and those who are passing by. Thank you so much. God bless you all. Have a wonderful day. To RTB News. Thank you so much for sharing this information with us. See you soon, families. I'll be back.